Today we are going to study about the forms of linear equations. And we have three forms. We have the standard form in which our equation is in the form ax plus by is equal to c. So we have here in our example we have 3x minus 4y is equal to 8. The 3 is our a, the b is the negative 4, and our c is 8. In this form class, it is not useful. So when you have your linear equations in standard form, it's better to change that one or convert that one into slope-intercept form, in which we have y is equal to mx plus b. The numerical coefficient of x, which is the m, is the slope, and that b is the y-intercept. The third one, which is point-slope form, is useful for forming linear equations. So here, if we have the standard form, we will change that one into slope-intercept form. Now, in this form class, what is the y-intercept and the slope? Okay, let's derive the formula or equation for the slope and the y-intercept if our linear equation is in standard form. Okay, let's have this one. So ax plus by is equal to c. Now in this form we need the y on the left, which is alone. There's nothing there but y. So we leave by here because that is positive already. So we have by is equal to negative ax plus c. And then we solve for y. We remove the b, we divide this by b, divide this by b, and divide this by b. So our slope here is negative ab, and our y-intercept, which is equal to our b, so this letter b here, not the b there, is c over the b. That is our y-intercept or the b. So here class, if you want to find the slope, so our slope here, m is equal to, what is the a here by the way? We have a here, this is 3, our b here is negative 4, and our c here is 8. So for the slope, we have negative here, and we have a, which is 3, and we have our b, which is negative 4. So our slope is positive 3 over 4. This is our slope. What about the y-intercept or the b? So our b is equal to c, which is 8, divided by the b here, which is negative 4. Okay. So our b here is negative 2. So if you are going to write this one in this form, so we have y is equal to 3/4 x minus 2 here. So this is our equation if we transform this one into slope-intercept form. Now in our example here for slope-intercept form, we have y equals negative 2x. Here, the numerical coefficient of x is negative 2. Therefore, our m here is equal to negative 2. What about the b? The b here, because we don't see any number here, so our b here is equal to 0. And that is how to find the slope and y-intercept of both linear equations in standard form and in slope-intercept forms. Study how to form linear equations given 2 points. Point A, we have x sub 1 and y sub 1, the coordinates of point A, and x sub 2, y sub 2, the coordinates of point B. So in our derivation, we know that our slope is y over x. Y over x. So here we have 2 y, so y sub 2, y sub 1, and we have 2x also, x sub 2, x sub 1. So here, to find this one, and to find this one, because it will form a triangle, we will subtract y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and then x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So in formula we have here, y here is, we can start with y sub 2 minus y sub 1, they are both y's, and for x, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So this is the general formula for, okay class, let's have number 3. For number 3, we have 2 points given, and that is graphed already here. The line is plotted here on our x and y axis. So we have the origin here. This is the x axis, this one is the y axis. So point A is there with a cross, and point B is here. Now, to form the equation of that line, we need this formula, this one and this one. Now, to use this formula, we need 2 points, the coordinates of the 2 points, but we don't have yet here the coordinates of point A and point B. So let us determine the coordinates of point A and B. So for point A, what is the coordinates of point A? So this was the origin. Let's have the x first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our x coordinate here is 4, and then goes up 1. So 4, 1 is our coordinates for point A. For point B, this one. So we are here. So we will not go to the right, we will not go to the left. That means our x is 0. So we have 0 here, and then we go down 1 and 2, so that is negative 2. So we have the coordinates of these 2 points. Let us put here the coordinates of this A and B. So for A, here we have 4, 1. And for B, we have 0, negative 2. Okay. Why do we need to put the coordinates of A and B here? Because we will put y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 1 here. So we not be confused when we put that one in our equation to solve for n. So let us have this one, x sub 1, y sub 1. Or maybe it's better if we have point B as our x sub 1, y sub 1, and then x sub 2, and y sub 2. Okay. You can have this one as x sub 1, this one is y sub 1, and this one is your x sub 2, and this one is y sub 2. It's still correct. Okay. But it's better for me to subtract the smaller one from the bigger one. That's why I put x sub 1, y sub 1 here, point 1 here, and point 2 here. Okay, let's have the slope. We determine the slope by using the formula. So we determine the slope by using this formula. Okay, y sub 2. So y sub 2 here, it's 1. Okay, 1. Copy the minus sign. Minus operation. y sub 1, where's y sub 1? It's negative 2. So we place that one inside the parenthesis. Okay. Y sub 2 is 1. Copy the minus. Minus y sub 1 is negative 2. Okay. X sub 2. Where's the x sub 2? X sub 2 is 4 here. Copy the minus. Always copy the minus sign. And then x sub 1 is 0. So we have 0 there. Okay. We have 1. Negative times negative is positive. So we have 2. 4 minus 0 is 4. So our slope here is 3/4. So we have 3/4 for our slope, the slope of our line. So let's use this formula now to get the equation of that line. So we have y. Now just use this one because we have already the x sub 1, y sub 1. But you can still use this one. If you don't want the 0, negative 2 for your x sub 1, y sub 1, then use this form as your x sub 1 and the y as your y sub 1. So y, copy the minus, minus y sub 1 here is negative 2. Okay. What is the slope? Okay, the slope is 3/4. Make sure that your slope is correct. If this is wrong, then everything here below will be wrong. 3/4 here, that is the n, and then times, copy the x, copy the minus, minus the n, and x sub 1 here is 0. So here we have y, negative times negative is positive 2, and then we have 3/4 times x only. X minus 0 is x. So this one, let's put the parenthesis here because we will multiply this one by 4. So this one is 4 will multiply to y. After the y, the 4 will multiply to the 2 here. Okay, let's multiply 4 times y here is 4y. This one is plus. So this one is plus. 4 times 2 is 8 is equal to 3 times x is simply 3x. To write that one in the slope-intercept form, we will transpose a to the other side. So 4y is equal to 3x minus 8. Then we divide this by 4. We divide this by 4. We divide this by 4. And our y is equal to 3/4. X minus 8/4 is 2. Then this one is our equation for that line. Let's check. Is the y-intercept negative 2? Here we have 0. It's yes, 0, negative 2. Negative 2 is the y-intercept. Check. Check. What about the slope? Let's say the slope from here to there. So this one. So up 1, 2, 3. So it's 3. And then from here 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. So our slope is also correct. Therefore, our equation for this line